We'll check the goaltending call once again. It was not on the backboard as Kudrowski put it up. Ooh, that's a close call. Loving didn't like it. The crowd on the near side didn't like it, but it's going to be 2 more points for Kudrowski. Right at the peak, as Payonk probably could have popped that if he had a chance, but lost the ball briefly. Schwebke playing with the mask after breaking his nose against Milliken earlier this season. Now Leonard will shoot a 3. It's well too strong, but the hustle of Schwebke gets a rebound. Schwebke had a player come down hard on his nose, broken nose. That's why he's wearing the mask. Wyatt for 3 from the corner, halfway down, no good. Schwebke got the rebound and got fouled by Stevenson. Mike Stevenson, the 6'4" junior forward from Burlington, Wisconsin, just checked in recently, and now Carthage will have their second sub of the game. It's Drew Joyner, 6'4" freshman forward from Centennial, Colorado. All second unit on the floor for the Blue Jays, but they are all seniors as they do the high play to Loving, but Cruz got position and was able to tip up the pass. Elmhurst plays really 10 players in the rotation as Pierce goes to the bucket and misses. But the Blue Jays play, not only do they play 10 players, all 10 of them are seniors. The only one coming back is Loving because of an injury last season that allowed him to redshirt. It's Final Four or bust was the saying early in the season by a couple of the Elmhurst players. They all want to come out on top as seniors. Hand off to Loving, goes the bucket, and Wyatt gets the assist. Welcome back, Jalen Loving. A hearty applause from the crowd. First game back in over a week and a half. Injured his shoulder against Augustana on the road in a loss to the Vikings 3 games ago, and it looked bad from the people who said they were there. Tony Pierce knocks down a 3. It's 19-12. Wyatt is going to try to answer, and his rattles out, and Payonk puts his shoulders down as he's going to be charged for a foul.
Foul charge to Payonk, his first, third.
Another sub in for Carthage, that's Miles Olson, 6'1" senior guard from East Troy, Wisconsin. And Carthage will bring the ball back up the floor. They've hung in it despite being down by 10 at one point. It's now 19-12. This is Stevenson on the far side, dribbling in, and he gets blocked by Payonk. Ball's batted around, and it finds Kudrowski, who hasn't checked out yet. Here is Jordan Kudrowski, the freshman, trying to go to work on Eric Leonard, one of the toughest defenders in the conference. Now for 3, it's good with 1 on the shot clock by Drew Joyner. That's another big man knocking down a shot from the outside, and it's a 4-point lead for Elmhurst. Payonk down low, tied up, and possession arrow favors Carthage. Applause from the Redmond bench. With 10:35 to go, Kyle Weiss checks back in for Wyatt. And on the floor for the Blue Jays, Eric Leonard, Brandon Schwebke, Kenny Payonk, Jalen Loving, and Kyle Weiss, the 1 starter. Kudrowski to Stevenson, drop step to the lane, no good, off back iron, but he'll go to the line for 2. That's 2 on Kenny Payonk in about 3 minutes. Check out this 3-pointer by Joyner. We mentioned as Jalen Loving goes out to guard, mentioned the big guys are going to have to knock down shots, and well, there's one at least, as Stevenson is now the 6th Carthage player in the scorebook. He's got 1 point on that free throw. Stevenson shoots 75% for the season, and he knocks down the second one as well. Scored a career-high 25 points against Wheaton College. 12 of 15 from the free throw stripe, so he's at his best when he gets to the line, and he did so there. Baseline J for Schwebke, rattles in. Kyle Weiss, the baseline pass. Schwebke with the J. 4-point Elmhurst lead, 21-17, halfway through the first half. Nixon got a steal, and he's going to get fouled by Stevenson. Will Nixon guarding on the perimeter, something we're not used to seeing him do, as let's check this out. And Stevenson just looked up. He wasn't looking at Nixon or the ball. Nixon noticed and got a hand in there. 2 fouls on Stevenson and 6 on the team. 1 more, and he'll be 1-1 for the Blue Jays. Out to Leonard, who thought about a three, dribbles into the lane, finds Nixon on the tough pass, goes up, no good. Loving, showing his athleticism. 4 points in his first game back. Jalen Loving, really nice job of hanging and hitting from the low block. Miles Olsen at the top, now Cruz back into the game. One of the starters dribbles in, up and under. Nice job by Brad Cruz, who is in the scorebook now with his first 2 points. Down low to Schwebke on the low block. He's trying to go on Joyner. Loving couldn't handle the pass, so they'll reset. With 9 minutes to play, Kyle Weiss going into the lane. Tough shot is no good, but he got fouled. And that's going to be the third on Stevenson.
Third personal foul.
Check out the foul. It looked like he might have gotten some ball. Weiss getting in the lane against his opposing 20, and no, he did not get any ball, in fact.
2 shots.
As Kyle Weiss will go to the free throw stripe, the 6'1 senior from Edinburgh, Indiana. A 84% free throw shooter on the season. Rises and hits.
Substitutions.
6 points for Weiss, who averages 3 assists and 4 rebounds to go along with his 15.7 points per game. Weiss, no doubt, the leader on this Blue Jay team, or at least one of them. When you have so many seniors, I have to imagine it's hard to pick out 1 or 2 to be captains. And really each of these players, as I've heard from John Baines, plays some sort of role, but Weiss especially unselfish with the way he goes about things. Able to give up a shot to one of the bench players if it means he's going to knock it down. Miles Olsen at the top. 3 on Nixon is way off the mark. And the Elmhurst crowd will let him hear about that one. 6-point Elmhurst lead. It's a very good crowd on the near side. Prospective student night here at Elmhurst, as going up is Weiss against Olsen. And he puts his hands up because he knew he wrapped up Weiss trying to go back up. And he will go to the line once again. Will Elmhurst leading scorer. One of the stories about his unselfishness was a couple of games ago against Milliken on the road. They defeated Milliken here at R.A. Fagina Hall a couple of days ago, 85-56. But a little bit closer down in Decatur, as Weiss has hit nothing but net on his 3 free throws. Going into a timeout with about 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes to go, John Baines goes into the huddle and says, Kyle Weiss, you're going to get the ball and come off a screen, and Peyton Wyatt's going to be wide open in the corner. Wyatt, another senior and a bench player for the Blue Jays, as Weiss has 9 points with that free throw. And John Baines told him he's going to come off, you're going to pass it, and Wyatt's going to hit down the shot. Now, a lot of leading scorers wouldn't want to give up the shot that essentially ices the game. As Pat Coleman gets charged with his first, 15. But Kyle Weiss, in his unselfish ways, went with the play. Wyatt knocked down the shot, and the Blue Jays ended up winning down in Decatur and keeping their perfect CCIW record at that point. Going up against Crittenden was Joyner. We've had a lot of whistles in the early going. This one's going to go against Crittenden.